Ashley LeMay, mother of an 8-year-old in the state of Mississippi, only had the Ring security camera set up in her daughter's room for 2 days before it was hacked.
I don't know who you are.
I'm your best friend.
Who is that?
I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus.
Mommy!
The camera was supposed to add a level of protection, a way for LeMay to keep an eye on her daughter while she worked her overnight shifts as a nurse.
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend? You can mess up your room. You can break your TV. You can do whatever you want.
Ashley fears it could have been someone the family knows, or some deranged individual that lives near their property. As far as anyone knows, the man has not yet been caught. Caught on camera as a friend of the birthday girl, slamming her face into a birthday cake. After doing so, suddenly she is unresponsive. The story goes, she lost her eyesight due to a wooden dowel that holds cakes together going into her eye. This 2020 video has again made its rounds on the internet recently, reminding people of dangers of shoving people's faces in cake. One Facebook user states, "This photo is dedicated to all those who like to push the B-Day boy and girl's face onto the cake. Sometimes they build the cake too high, therefore it needs the wooden sticks to hold as support. So, after seeing this picture, I hope you think twice before doing it." However, as people would point out, the cake is only one layer and wouldn't need the support necessary for some dual-layered cakes. The truth is, the impact of the birthday girl's face hitting the table knocked her out cold, but she would later regain consciousness and be fine. There would, however, be a woman who would be victim of an eye injury, although she would not go blind like stories claim. Still, this would serve as a cautionary tale not to do this to anyone at parties. In Yaroslavl, Russia, footage was captured of a young man and woman through CCTV cameras in the elevator of one of the buildings containing multiple residents. The young man would be in a state of horror, yelling for help as he pushes every button he could physically push on the elevator's button panel. The footage shows that the girl tried to calm him down, worrying that someone might see or hear them. This footage would go viral without much context, and many theories would break out on the internet because of it. As some notice, if you stop to zoom in, there appears to be blood on the man's hand. Some rumor the girl could be his sister or girlfriend, and that the man came home to witness the butchering of his mother and father. Others say that they were enjoying each other's company with some salt and mushrooms, and the man just had a bad reaction. Going to the source of the video, its first appearance was uploaded on a local Yaroslavl group, with the caption, "I want to share a video of what happened in our entrance yesterday. Salt addicts raised everyone's ears with their shouts and screams." The comment section did not seem concerned of any kind of life being ended, and simply assumed that it was the effects of salt, some showing outrage it could be obtained so easily. Other local residents suspect that the whole video was staged and it was just kids doing a prank for their blog. What do you think really happened that day? No, this is not a young, beautiful 19-year-old girl. This would be a grown man trying to pose as such. The man would be Brazil gang leader Clovino da Silva, also known as Baixinho, or Shorty. Serving a 73-year sentence in a high-security prison in Rio de Janeiro, Shorty would attempt a prison break by posing as his daughter with the help of a silicone mask, a black bra and wig, and a skin-tight t-shirt with 3 pink donuts decorated on it. His hope was that prison officers would be fooled by his disguise, believing that he was his daughter heading home after visiting hours. However, officials stopped Shorty and demanded he shed his disguise as they pulled out their cameras to record. Authorities had celebrated catching the jailbreak and distributing the photographs and video across the media. Headlines such as "White Chicks 2 coming to cinemas soon" would show up in Rio tabloid Maya, along with giving Clovino the female alter ego, Clovina. After being caught, Shorty was moved into solitary confinement as punishment. Later, he would be found in his cell having done away with himself, ending his prison sentence early. His daughter, Ana Gabriele Leandro da Silva, who helped aid in her father's stunt, was charged with abetting prison escape, a crime punishable with up to 2 years in prison. 7 other visitors, including a pregnant woman suspected of smuggling the disguise into the jail, are also being investigated. Here we have a cow wearing a VR headset. Why, you might ask? Despite what some might think, it's not to play Beat Saber. This bovine VR headset was first developed in cooperation with veterinarians and tested at a farm in Moscow, Russia. The headset itself was built based off of a normal VR headset for humans, then had been molded to fit a cow's head for comfort. Experts then altered the color palette in the software to make the VR headset more suitable for cows' eyes, since cows cannot see red or green. After initial testing, cattle breeder Izzet Kokak has now put them on 2 cows in Aksaray, Turkey, and the results have been favorable. Normally the cows would be cooped up inside during the winter months, but with the help of classical music and the VR headset, the cows are transported to a relaxing environment where they think they are outside in lush summer fields. The music and being among green pastures gives them an emotional boost, and they become less stressed. Due to the happier cow, Izzet has seen the VR cows produce 20 to 25% more milk and is incredibly pleased by the results. However, critics have imagined a dystopian future where cows would permanently be hooked up to the headsets, living in a virtual world. References to the Matrix would of course be made, with one person commenting, "You take the short grass, the story ends. You wake up in the pasture and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the long grass, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the human hole goes." Will there be consequences to hooking animals up to a virtual world? What do you think should happen?